This is Sean with Rock All Photography Music Magazine, and I am here with September Mourning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing well. Thanks for sitting down and chatting.
You liar,
with us.
you're drunk and hungover. I'm just kidding.
I know, right? So you guys just kicked off your tour yesterday in Michigan?
Yeah, we did.
How'd that go last night?
It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun there. We have some good fans out there in Battle Creek, so it's always good to see them.
Well, good. And tonight's the second show here in Cincinnati, which is the hometown of Rich. And I know Rich has never played at Bogart's with September Mourning.
I've never played here ever.
So how's that feel?
Weird.
Yeah?
I mean, it's crazy. It's taken me this many years to play here, being a local guy. Definitely has never played here.
Let's do this then. Let's talk about each of the members in the band.
All right.
And we'll introduce you first, September.
Hi.
And you do vocals.
Yes, I do vocals. I am one of the primary songwriters along with Riven, Rich, Jeswick, and I kind of came up with the creative concept of September Mourning and the comic books and everything transmedia that's related to September Mourning, costuming, all that sort of stuff.
Awesome.
So, yeah.
And then next,
I'm the jack of all trades. I'm the tour manager, Mr. Fix-It of random things, physical and non-physical and metaphysical.
Especially the metaphysical.
Yeah. I just try to do everything that I possibly can, so I don't have to pay anyone.
and then in the role of Riven, what is that character?
Riven is the Reaper that was sent to take September's soul, and he decided that he didn't want to. And so he wanted to protect her and give her some of his powers so that she could fend off the other Reapers that were supposed to follow on his job.
In September, what is your role as far as the character goes?
So the character of September Mourning is she's a Reaper human hybrid. So like Riven was saying, she was created because he didn't want to take my soul, so he decided to split part of his power off and give it to me, and he created this Reaper human hybrid, and it's the first of all kind to ever exist. And when she is created, she has no recollection of her past as a human being or anything like that. She's just this like being and creature, and she goes forth and is able to swap souls, give people second chances at life, take people that have died, and if she deems them not, they shouldn't be dead and they have more to do, she'll put them into somebody else's body in the world of the living. So she starts swapping all these souls. And unfortunately, that's a bad thing for Fate, who's personified in the comic book. And Fate decides to send all these Reapers after September because she's like kind of messing with the universe, basically, and playing God. And so it becomes this epic battle between, the world of the dead and the world of the living.
Okay. And then there's two other members of the band, correct?
Yeah, there is Wraith, who is the eldest and strongest of all the Reapers, plays guitar. And there is Stitch, who plays drums.
Awesome. So each member has their storyline.
Yeah.
And what was the original concept? Was it a comic book concept that turned into a band, or a band that turned into the comic book? Or
it was
together?
neither, actually. It was a transmedia project. It started as a transmedia project, which means going into it from the get-go, I was like, I want to do something that crosses all media, that doesn't just sit in one format, but like it's a story that can be told all over the place, like music, comic books, TV, film, whatever it decides to do. And that's how September Mourning was born.
That's really cool. And then by being part of the comic book world, I saw that over the summer you did a Comic-Con.
We've done a couple.
Okay.
We did an anime festival. We did a Comic-Con. I did San Diego Comic-Con. We've done signings. We've done panels. We've done performances. It's been quite a run.
It's a really neat way to reach out, and as far as getting fans, you have fans from the comic book world and fans from the music world, and bringing them together is really a
it's great.
idea.
It's really great, and I think the story really touches people, because I think everybody wants to play God, and everybody wants to give, everybody's lost somebody in this life, and we always want to bring them back. So I think that having a story about a girl that can actually do that is kind of kind of cool, you know.
Absolutely.
So.
And speaking of girls or females, you guys are on tour with Kaleido.
Mm-hmm.
And that's really cool to have two bands with female-fronted, you know, lead singers.
Mm-hmm.
Have you toured with them before?
No, this is actually our first time, and they seem to be really cool people. And you know, we wanted to run with some cool people, and
Absolutely.
you know, and that was very important to us.
So for people that have not heard your music,
Mm-hmm.
is there a few words that can describe the music?
It's kind of like, it's hard rock, and there's some heavy moments of it, but there's pop hooks, melodic hooks, and there's a little bit of, especially with the new stuff that nobody's really heard yet, but that's coming out soon. It's this really cool crossover between what's going on with modern, like, hip-hop, sort of pop right now, and rock. We've kind of combined the two worlds into, like, what we call, you know, hard rock, and really brought that modern sort of sound of what's going on in pop music to the forefront of this rock project. So I think it's going to be a really cool, unique sort of sound for us, and meld a lot of genres, and I think it's going to be very mainstream, which I tend to enjoy, that sort of stuff.
So the new stuff, a little bit about that. When is that coming out?
We'll probably be premiering an audio video next week sometime for a song called Empire, which you probably heard the chorus of it if you took a look at our tour dates video. And that kind of is one of the sort of more cross-genre sort of songs. So
That clip doesn't really show it as much. It just has like a cool chorus.
Yeah.
But when you hear the whole song, you hear all the
pieces and all the sort of it's really cool.
Together.
It's a very, very cool. We'll be playing it tonight, so you'll hear.
With the comic book element and then throwing in video, is it all just become one, like you said, transmedia? Like, are the videos in?
Yeah, you'll see that
going to relate
tonight
with
too.
it?
You'll see everything. I mean, all of our videos have followed the storyline thus far, and they will continue to. It all feeds into the same characters. So
Very cool.
know.
Well, anything else that you'd like to share with our readers?
I just want to thank everybody that checks us out and comes out to shows and supports us online and, you know, in person, and brings us little gifts and things like that. I mean, we can't be doing any of this without you guys, and you really do, like, mean the world to us. So thank you so much.
Absolutely. And we'll post up links to the band and any new news that comes out.
January 16th, graphic novel.
January 16th, graphic
Yes.
novel. Okay.
And we'll be having
We're taking pre-orders for it right now.
Yeah, you can pre-order it on tour with us if you come to the shows. You can pre-order it from Cassie over at our merch table. And if you aren't going to, yeah, she's the new Claire. And if you cannot make it out to a show and you still want to pre-order, you can go to your local comic book store and pre-order it through them. It's coming out through Image Comics and Top Cow Image Comics. So
cool.
Yeah.
And then the final thing here is you guys are running a contest, giving away.
Oh yeah,
guitar?
guitars.
Well,
yeah.
It just so happens this guy named Sean at a music magazine took some photos of me with my Legator guitar, and they're up.
Oh wait, isn't that guy?
And they're up on the website right now. And Legator has been gracious enough to offer a 7-string up for free raffle. So every person that buys merch gets a raffle ticket. So if you buy a CD and a shirt and a hoodie, that's 3 things. You get 3 raffle tickets.
And then you're going to choose that at the end of the tour?
Yeah, we'll just randomly pick somebody, and they're going to win a free guitar, and we'll sign it.
So make sure if you come out and see them that you pick up some merch at the merch table.
Yeah.
And this tour runs until when?
September 29th.
September 29th. So make sure you get out and see September Mourning live if they're coming to your neck of the woods. Thanks, guys. I appreciate your time.
Thank
Thank you.